DC the beat man.
So epic.
What's up, everybody? It's your favorite show, Get a Bucket. I'm your host, Trey, and as usual, hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful day. Now, we got too many people for me to just, point out, so I'm going to just let them all start. Q, we'll let you go, though.
Hey, how's it going? My name is Q, and I play basketball. I'm a hooper. It's nice to be here.
He occasionally gets a little buckets. I tutored him from time to time. He's a little athletic, Freddie. He's a little bouncy with it. He's a little quick. He always likes to do a spin move, though, that go into the defenders. I'm like,
Wait, hold it.
They be trying to get Q in and split the defense with the stand. Sometimes, but then sometimes, like, nah, young fella, you got to chill out. You got to cool down.
23 and younger, I understand it.
Yeah, Freddie, tell him how it's going. Tell him how you doing, man.
Hey, man, can't complain. I would like to announce again my Knicks are doing very well. We just beat the quote-unquote triple MVP winner yesterday. We're at the GABPod in Julius Brunson. I'm a happy guy. All's good in New York. How's your team?
My team is straight. We still in the playoff hunt. You still confused. That's okay, though. You telling your players is Julius Brunson? Who that? Who is that? Who is Julius Brunson?
Who is he? Villanova?
Yeah, that's what you said. You said no. That's Jalen Brunson. Julius Brunson is somebody on 2K that you said. He don't even know his own players. He's not a real Knicks fan. It's all right. Hey, look. You said what?
Somebody named Julius Brunson. I do this on a daily basis, bro. It's almost
You
like
really?
a Russell Wilson, Russell Westbrook mistake. Jalen Brunson, my fault.
That'd be funny if you did. And look, we got to do this properly because in the standings, I don't know I forget who's your team.
Celtics.
Yeah. So we definitely going in order. Celtics, and then Knicks, and then Wizards. Give it up for Sharp. Sharp, tell them who you are, baby.
My name is Sharper, and I'm a all-around basketball fan. Go Mystics.
Hey.
It's crazy. He didn't even say Wizards. That's tough. He's a Wizards fan too. I'll just let y'all know that. Mystics, I rock with you all. They are pulling you Wizards. But look, I don't want to harp too much on y'all really lack of success. Let's talk about something a little nicer. Right? I'm gonna help you out. Because Sharper brought up the question. Matter of fact, Sharper, since it's, I guess it was your question, I'll let you ask. And Freddie, don't take too long. We got other things to talk about outside your bum ass Knicks. My fault.
Wow. See, that was unwarranted. See,
he took a shot at me earlier. I had to come back, and he was like, "Oh, I ain't cut you up.
I think we won more games in our last 10 than y'all won in the past 3 months combined. But I ain't gonna talk about
We won more championships in the last 2 decades than y'all have ever won. I'm just saying, it's about the rings, Freddie. It's about the rings, okay? It's about these things here. It's about these things here. You feel me?
I'm gonna tell you a secret. I'm gonna tell you a secret.
We got more rings than y'all.
Technically, only been watching basketball for 2 of them.
My boy, I've been watching basketball since 1996. No, I'm sorry, 98.
There you go. Now you want to be like me. All right.
so okay. You know what? I'm gonna switch the question up to
No. Ask him the question.
No.
We got a minute to answer that. We gonna go to the next one. See,
Hey, now, Freddie, who do you think would make better off-season moves? The Knicks or the Lakers? Oh, there we go.
The Knicks, the Knicks because the Lakers realistically don't need to make many moves. I think if they come back healthy, they'll be in great shape. But us, we got picks. We'll have a little cap space to make some moves, and I would love if we go out and get we won't get Jaylen Brown, so we can't get, Jesus Christ. The 2 players I want are both within our division, so we probably can't get them, which are Jaylen Brown or Mikal Bridges. I'll say y'all stuff because we got more draft capital and a little bit more room to go out there and make something happen. The Lakers are just signing pieces.
I wouldn't be surprised if Kuzma makes his way on up to y'all if he
I'm gonna say the Lakers. You know how we do because the Knicks are gonna make a dumb move. Well, I think y'all thirsty right now. Y'all in a good spot. But when I see a team let go of a player like Cam Reddish, that tells me they don't have the eye on the prize, the long ball. But it's okay though. Hey, look, Freddie, before you say anything, wait for it. Transition time. That's smooth. I had to throw Cam Reddish in there. We talking about valuing NBA assets, which the Knicks were just asses because they let go of a powerful asset in the future. Talk to me, Freddie. I know you. Go ahead. What's your trepidation with Cam Reddish? He gonna prove to y'all why y'all was stupid.
Y'all watch college ball at all?
Yep.
All right, so could y'all tell this man that Cam Reddish had a terrible year at Duke, shooting terrible.
I mean, about Zion
he was shooting as many. Please. He was shooting as many shots as RJ and those guys. He just couldn't hit anything. He didn't play well. He was a top-rated guy coming out of high school. He shouldn't have went to Duke because he didn't know how to fit in and be one of the guys. Okay. Now that transitioned over to the league. He should have stayed another year in college, by the way. He comes and plays with Atlanta. Excuse me. I don't think him playing with Trae Young helped him, although he still did fairly well. Okay, he wasn't RJ or Zion. Now Trae thinks Cam Reddish should be putting up 20 plus a game as a featured player on a team. I don't think he's quite there to being a featured player on the team and it translating to wins. We've seen a lot of guys come in and be that way, right? Now, again, that's not saying he's trash. I think his upside is high. I also told Trae that the Knicks didn't need him because we have crazy depth. We got players right now that are rotational pieces on other rosters that we can't even find minutes for right now. So bringing in Cam Reddish is just another player like that. The Lakers, he wanted the Lakers to have him. I mean, that is what it is. But I don't think we needed him, and he thinks we're making a bad decision by letting him go. Clearly, we're not, because we're thriving right now. And Quentin Grimes looks a lot better because Quentin Grimes is an easier piece to plug in, who locks up, hits timely shots, doesn't need the basketball. I told him that I think Cam Reddish needs to go like the Detroit or one of those type of young teams where there's no pressure. You can just come in with young guys and grow. So I don't think that's a crime. He thinks that I hate Cam Reddish. I just think that it takes a lot to accommodate Cam Reddish to make him maximize his potential. I prefer Austin Reeves or Quentin Grimes on my roster rather than Cam Reddish when I'm talking about trying to win right now and I have a bunch of pieces in place already. I don't think that's the same.
And my statement was never Cam Reddish is averaging 20 right now. Like, Cam Reddish can average 20 in his career, certainly. Right now, that was never the case. My thing was, from a guard perspective, and when you look at the league, 6'8", lanky, can shoot. Young, athletic enough. I'm not talking about elite athlete, athletic enough. And that's coveted in the league. And when I slap on the potential that he has, the talent he has, you mean to tell me I can't find someone who can give me 10 to 12 points coming into the league? And yes, as a rookie, I'll even give you he shot poorly. Most rookies do. You mean to tell me I can't find someone like that on my like a role for someone like that on my team? And it's not like he's trash on the defensive end. So to let him go for 2 second rounders, I feel like they weren't really valuing their NBA asset the most. Like that seemed a little bit wild to me because I mean, on Portland, he's doing the same thing that he was doing for the Hawks and that he did for y'all for a little bit. Well, so I mean, to me, to me, it shows that the talent's been there, the coaching, the player development. Like I think he would have been fine in Atlanta, but that the player development issue over there that they have, that played a little factor into it. And then it wasn't just basketball between him and Tibbs. I don't think it was, bro. Like I don't know. Like D Rose is still over there sitting down. Like y'all can't find a spot for my man. Like I got questions. So I don't think y'all value your NBA assets especially. But again, Sharper, Q, what's your thoughts on this? Q, what's your takes?
Cam Reddish being an asset, an NBA asset. He's a good asset. He's a good guy. He hasn't been performing all that well, especially with the Hawks. And I feel like because Trae Young he's not that point guard that can utilize his team. Like the Hawks program needs him to perform like Curry performs. They need that ball movement. They need that
off ball
movement. really get the team involved. And he's trying to be like Kyrie or Luka, ball dominant, when that's not what they need. And Cam Reddish wasn't really able to flourish on the Hawks because of that reason, and the coaching as well. And him going to the Portland Trailblazers, I think, could be a good opportunity because they do have a young core, excluding Damian Lillard and the center that they have. Yeah, they do have a young core, and their program is kind of suited to cater to younger players in their development. So I think if he were to stay there and find a spot, it could work out.
So do you feel like the Knicks? So you feel like the Knicks valued him accurately then by letting him go for 2 second-rounders?
No, I don't think so. He's not worth that. I mean,
not worth that meaning he's worth more or worth less?
I think he's worth like a first-round pick.
Okay.
And the player, like, wow. I don't know. I feel like
boy sound like he got some common sense. That's what I'm hearing.
Because he has that potential, and it's that he could really turn into a Jason Tatum. Like, if he really had the coaching and the confidence, he could really become a Jason Tatum if he really just found that groove.
I just want to say this: his draft class said he would have the best career out of the entire draft. So that's including that's including Zion. Like that. That's how special the boy is. Anthony Edwards got 44 dropped on him, and it was him. Who else was it? Oh my God, it was him and Maxey, and they were like, oh well, who's the toughest person y'all had to go up against? Someone else said Cam Reddish in addition, but like Edwards said, oh yeah, it was Cam. Like he gave me a casual 44. Like
I was talking about college play. Who the hardest person you had to guard?
Be honest, man. Could be when you're freshman.
Cam Reddish. I told you, everybody gonna say.
People.
Everybody
when did you play against Cam?
Everybody gonna say Cam Reddish.
DC. I ain't gonna talk about that though. Cause he was trying to cook. I ain't trying to violate with
Bro, he gave me 44.
When did you
40. How many he gave you? Shit, he might have gave him more. Never mind.
40.
How many he gave you?
Well, he didn't give me 40. He gave like the person who would guard him, but I'm still on the team, so I'm a part of it. I ain't sure what you gave her, but it was more than 44. Nah, Cam Reddish different, bro. He's different.
Yeah, he cold.
Yeah, he's different.
I mean, and I don't think Am's no slouch. That's high school, but he's
there. You go. It's a lot of.
I still think you understand. Like, as you get older, you start to gain a little more confidence. You're gonna see that Cam Reddish pop up, and that's what I think the Knicks missed out on because Julius Randle's not gonna be there for long. Like RJ Barrett.
Why not?
Well,
not even 30.
28, 29.
He's not even 30 yet. He's like
no. When I say for long, like how long do you expect Julius Randle to be there?
For the rest of his career.
The rest of his career. I mean, he's. 7.
How long y'all expect Julius Randle? So, like, what age are you expecting Julius Randle to play at this level?
He's gonna play out his contract, so you got about another 3 years or so on his contract, right?
I feel like you can add Cam Reddish into that mix, but when Julius drops off,
when you added Cam Reddish into that dude, Cam Reddish couldn't flourish.
That's not.
You got to tailor to Cam Reddish too much.
You also had he was able to pick up the slack, and I feel like that's the piece you're missing. When Zion left us, like he came off and he went to injury. Cam Reddish was the one who was hitting game winners. Cam Reddish was dropping 20+ point games. Like that part's not stated enough, and he's used to being the guy. So your very first year, you're playing behind 2 NBA players, and for real, we could have made RJ the third option in that scenario. It's just he was more aggressive than Cam. Cam was the better player. He was just more aggressive. That's it. Like as you get older, that confidence helps out. So now you're gonna see that talent come out of Sharper. What's your take?
No, I agree. I mean, the thing is, how old is Cam right now?
Like 23?
23 maybe.
23. So it's a lot of potential, like what might happen.
Yeah.
I feel like now the Knicks, I feel like the reason I wouldn't say the Knicks gave up on him so quickly, but what was my man that y'all drafted? Like, you look at the Knicks, like the Wizards. I think their patience, because they're playing, because they're playing in such a big market. You know what I'm saying? It's the world's largest market is New York City. And they've had some swing and misses on draft picks. And they're trying, like, what was my man that y'all drafted? Frank, what was the dude, the point guard that was French?
Ntilikina.
Oh, Frank Ntilikina.
Yeah, and like, then it's like they've had players where they've swung and they've missed. So it's like, okay, we've seen what we have wanted to see. And I'm sure they see it in practice as well. And it's like, look, let's just say, F it, look, we messed up. He might not fit our system. He might fit another system. But let's try to get something back for him. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're gonna be able to get stars to come to New York City or Los Angeles because it's New York and Los Angeles. So why wait around for something that might happen compared to try to go out and get something that's already proven that might be 26, 27, 28 that you know they already the game's about.
Because he's banking on what if. Because right now he's wanting RJ Barrett and quickly to continue evolving. What if they don't evolve but so much from what we've seen? Like, what if Cam Reddish eventually comes out and balls out and shows out on like more than what they've done? Like, he had that capability, and again, from what he displayed, I don't think it was worthy to give him the boot. Like, it's not like he was playing terribly. He was giving you like 10 points, playing good, playing solid defense. He fit in.
So, I mean, in response to that, we've seen RJ Barrett elevating every single year, pretty much. Like, he started off at a hot clip. Like, I don't think any franchise who has a lot around their star players right now who really has a chance can be sitting there trying to say, okay, let's really figure out how to make Cam maximize his potential. That's going to take away from the rest of the team. And that's what I'm not saying that his potential isn't higher than Grimes or, you know, even a Quickly. So then I think the world of Quickly. Like, and I told you I'd rather have Reeves than Cam Reddish because you can plug Reeves in and he's going to play basketball the right way and still be effective. Cam Reddish upside is higher, but I think he's maximized his potential on a younger squad, same way James Wiseman is doing right now in Detroit, where you can work through his confidence, focus on building this player up. The Knicks aren't trying to do that, bro. We aren't. We're trying to really get to that next level. Jalen Brunson has shown he's growing, Quickly shown he's growing, and so is RJ Barrett. We're banking on watching them and seeing what they've been doing. Cam Reddish has kind of, and again, I blame it on partially playing with Trae Young earlier. I don't think Trae Young is a player that helps his young players get better or his teammates get better, right? Going from that to New York, who Tibbs is tough on young players anyways, but we have a bunch of plug-in players that fit well. Quentin Grimes is playing amazing with us right now, quickly as well. I don't mind giving up Cam Reddish to get Josh Hart because Josh Hart plugs in and he can do a lot of things. Like, I just think Cam Reddish, I don't think he's trash. I don't want you to think that. I think he needs to be in an environment that allows him to make mistakes, play free basketball, take the wild shots, and develop himself, his confidence back that I think he lost in Duke, bro. That's all I was saying.
I mean, I hear it. I feel like y'all gave up on him too early. Like, I'm not overly mad because I understand why you bring in someone like Josh Hart. I just don't think Josh Hart gets you over that championship hump. Like, if I'm replacing, again, I'm thinking long term because Cam would be in my long-term plan. So I would want a little more value in this short term because now I'm taking a gamble on that. I'm thinking maybe he can help me out in the long term. So that's the reason why I'm valuing what I got back in return. I like Josh Hart. Josh was with my boys. But like
Jay Crowder, that PJ Tucker type of player. You're not better than
cool.
Reddish talent-wise, but you're a piece that's going to help us winning basketball. You can lock up, you can provide leadership, you can hit a three. You know what I'm saying? And you don't need the basketball to maximize your effectiveness. That's all.
I hear you. So it's interesting how people always value what they should do, like what they want their teams to do. Like, I would personally want my team to focus on player development. Like, I see the Warriors and how it's worked for them, but I also understand too the urgency from some teams because y'all haven't won a championship or too much playoff series in too long.
Well, the Warriors had better.
I get it. I really do.
Kuminga didn't play last year. Wiseman, Kuminga. You want to talk Moody? A lot of those players that are young weren't playing for the Warriors. Porter, Belicia,
Yeah, but they were still developing their players. Like Moses Moody has been playing
winning games for them. People like to talk about the Warriors' young players. They're veterans who were playing and winning. Even back when Sean Livingston was there, Andre Iguodala, the Warriors always used their veterans to win championships. So
I'm saying they also develop their young boys too. That's all. Like I like their philosophy of developing and then also trying to execute with the vets. They be replacing them vets real quick, real fast. But I greatly appreciate y'all boys. Y'all have anything y'all want?
The division was trash last year too. I just want to put that out there. The division was trash.
The division was trash last year. I mean, y'all weren't. I mean, y'all might have been trash. I don't think your division was trash, Freddie.
So he did that in the trash division.
Oh, you meant the one you play in? Because y'all know this is Tim Hardaway Jr. So I get you. I got you.
But yeah, that division was trash. So he played well in the trash division. I just want to put that out there. He played all in the trash.
That's so tough. That's so
trash.
Such a Jokic hater. Such a Jokic hater. And that's his ending message too. That's so wild. Like that's like I guess. Sharper, you got anything you want to say?
Nah, man. Just hopefully that we can keep losing these games and maybe draft Wemby.
Who's we?
What about Scoop though? What about Scoop?
I don't know. Scoop been struggling. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's tough. So Wizards fans do not want Scoot Henderson. Clipping it up on social media.
No, hold up. See that? Hey, Freddie, you see I didn't say that. He said what I said. Wemby. I didn't say I didn't want Scoot. I said he's struggling.
You said Scoot been struggling, implying that you do not want him because the question was asked, "Do you want Scoot Henderson?" And you said he's struggling. That implies that you don't want him. So you want Scoot Henderson?
Yes or no?
So you want Scoot Henderson?
America, look at me. Look at my face. Look at my eyes.
You want Scoot Henderson?
I did not want that man.
You don't want Scoot Henderson?
I didn't say that. I would be happy either or, Wemby or Scoot. There you go. I just say he's been struggling.
Hey, fellas, I just want to throw one more thing out there, and then I'll leave it alone. Joker played in the worst division last year, and B played in the best division. But I'm done. I just want to get it out there.
He dropped the mic on that one.
Jokic did play with the All-Star. All right, so Q.
Y'all teams make the playoffs like mine is.
You said what about your is it one or none? I don't know. It's one of the two. Cause I know they rhyme. Is it one or none champions for you guys, Freddie? Is it one or none? I know the words rhyme a lot. So I get.
We got two.
You got two.
We got two.
Good for you. That's cute.
Yeah.
Oh, you rhyming too? Good for you. Okay, was it Sesame Street?
Look like Cat in the Hat. That's why.
You got anything you want to say? All right, well, fellas, I greatly appreciate it.
Who's Q's team?
Celtics. Boston.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all probably lost today. I don't know if y'all played or not. I'm just taking y'all lost today, whether if y'all played or not.
Who did we play? I don't even know.
Y'all about to trade Jason Tatum for a bag of chips.
Oh, no. We can't do that. No.
We about to find out. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope y'all have a wonderful one. Thank y'all for tuning in. And until next time, take care.
All right, fellas, it's been real.
I did not know you guys were still here. As you can see, we're at the back end of the show. No pun intended, but look, hope you all enjoyed it. And before you go, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow the IG account, share the content to anybody who's anybody. And most importantly, leave your thoughts and comments below. But I got to go back and play Buddy in 2K, so let me unmute him real quick. Excuse me. Hey, boss, I'm back. Nah, you better catch this word. You know we get buckets around here, kid.